You're listening to The Best of Phil's Gang.
The stocks discussed on Phil's Gang are not in any way a recommendation or solicitation to buy, sell, or hold. If considering acting on information presented, we first recommend you seek out a competent, licensed professional for advice. Get ready for the radio show that tells you what Wall Street doesn't want you to know.
Oh, I'm a money magnet. Money, money, money's coming to me. Money sets me free. I'm a money magnet. Money, 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 money's coming to me.
It's your daily dose of how to manage your money. And now it's time for Phil's Gang on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. With your host, Phil Grande.
Trump economy without those legislative wins have already begun to take off.
Capital is cheap, which means price-earnings ratios can go higher. Also, the global economy looks in pretty good shape right now.
Unbelievable. Welcome to Phil's Gang, coast to coast around the country, off the Wall Street Radio Network. This is where you get the truth. You don't get this kind of jibber-jabber, nothing but lies. It's amazing. Aunt B raised rates. I love the discussions they had trying to spin it. She raised rates into some of the worst economic news in our history of the market. Why? Why would she do that? Everybody's asking why. Well, because she knows that all she has to do is start cranking up the machine again, start printing money. In the last 2 years, remember, she printed $2.2 trillion to inject in the market, to push the market up no matter what takes it down. All she has to do is print money and just push it back up. That's what these central banks do. Over $25 trillion. It's amazing. We'll get into that just a little bit later on. But first, did you hear what he said? He said the economy is doing well, even though President Trump has not completed his programs, his bills. He hasn't gotten through his tax bill, the giant tax bill. He hasn't gotten through the repeal of Obamacare, which is a tax bill, because remember, there's $1 trillion of taxes that were hidden in that bill, 27 taxes that were hidden. That's why they're doing it first, because they got to pull that tax back out, which is part of the big tax bill. Everybody asks, well, why don't just go to the big tax bill? Well, they can't. They got to get this trillion out first. So if the economy is is the economy strong, he says, in spite of his programs not being passed?
Trump economy without those legislative wins have already begun to take off.
Well, then how come, if that's the truth, and the day that Aunt B raised rates, the New York Fed announced that they dropped their estimate for the second quarter GDP, the growth, economic growth, from 3% to 1.8%. The Atlanta Fed then turned around and announced the same day they dropped theirs from 3.2% to 2.8%, and they're going to drive it even further down. Remember, the last time they started out was at 3.8%. We ended up with 0.7%. So they have not stopped, believe me. They're going to continue to revise these down. But what gets me, again, is listen to what he says. How the economy's in good shape. Strong economy.
Trump economy without those legislative wins have already begun to take off.
How is that taking off? How can he come out? And I think that sounds to me like Charles Payne. God, he and Varney, those two, unbelievable. You talk about cheerleaders. It's all they do is cheerlead. They never tell you the facts. Cheerlead. So taken off. Well, to me, 3% to 1.8% is not taken off, or 3.2% GDP revised to 2.8% is not taking off. Unbelievable. And what's interesting about that, last Friday, just before Thursday, the president came out and said the GDP numbers are going to be coming out and they're going to be shockingly good. Shockingly good. The only person who was shocked was him, because they sucked when they came out. They tumbled. They crumbled. He was the one that was shocked. You know, and then here's the other thing. Here's the other thing that really just drives you nuts, is that Aunt B comes out and then promises that she's going to start reducing the amount of treasury she's holding on the balance sheet. Remember, she started to, or the Federal Reserve started to buy $4.4 trillion in 2009. They printed money of $4.4 trillion. Then they bought treasuries, $4.4 trillion, $85 billion a month. That forced investors out of the bond market, especially Chinese and the Saudis, into the stock market. And that pushed the stock market up without profits, without earnings growth, because they just got out of the stock market. They said, I'm not going to stay. I mean, the bond market, they got out of the treasury and said, I'm not going to stay in here with these terrible rates. I'm going to get into the stock market. So stocks start going up. Matter of fact, bank stocks went up like 200% in about a week. And the banks were broke, but the stock went up 200%. Crazy. So J.P. Morgan, Goldman Sachs, they just kept on. Remember what they did? They were lucky because as the Fed kept printing and printing money, they gave them an additional $3.3 trillion, those two banks, and they paid them to go out and buy bank stocks, to push the bank stocks up even more. Like I said, these bank stocks went up something like 200%, more than that. I think it was almost 400%, if I'm correct, in about 10 days. Unbelievable. So this caused a stock market rally of 256%. That was a 25 trillion rise in stock appreciation. Remember when Trump came out last week and he took credit? Remember he came out and he said, I want credit for the 17% rally I created, or 8 trillion. The 8 trillion in appreciation. Remember he said that? Okay. Or 4 trillion. 4 trillion. They're all over the place. One's 8 trillion, one's 4 trillion.
If we would have said that almost $4 trillion in the stock markets has been created, everybody would have laughed at us. They would have said, oh, that's ridiculous.
So he wants credit for that. He wants credit for that. So think about it. A total of 25 trillion in market appreciation because of this fake rally. That's since the housing crash of 2008. The more cash the Federal Reserve printed and dumped into the economy, into the stock market rather, the higher stock market soared. So our owners, the 1 percentile, the central planners, banking cartel, who call themselves the Federal Reserve, they call this a recovery. A recovery? But to Main Street, the average citizen on Main Street, there was no recovery. They were doing this to keep the economy from collapsing. And they also, remember, lowered interest rates to near zero. And they kept printing money, keep injecting it. So the stock market and the economy would have an appearance of improving. It wasn't improving, especially not for Main Street, the middle class. Nothing was improving for them, including their wages, their jobs, their finances, or their standard of living. It got worse. So the market, who's getting the 25 trillion in appreciation? The 1 percentile, not Main Street. It's amazing. See, the stock market has little effect on the real economy. People don't get that. They try to tie the stock market and the economy together, and that's why they do this. So they know you're going to think, oh, the stock market's doing great, so the economy's got to be doing great. When it's doing anything but. Unbelievable. We'll be right back after this break here on Phil's Gang, 15 past the hour. Join my gang.
You're listening to the best of Phil's Gang. Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG. Phil'sGang.com. What are people saying?
I've been in the financial business myself about 24 years. Very much enjoy the software program for the charts.
I love the new MV charts on Phil's software, and I'm making profits using them.
Complete guidance and professional education for investors who want to succeed in the stock market.
I love your new MV1, making lots of profits.
I love the chart. You know, I'm limited with time. Real good as far as just looking at whatever ticker tells me right away.
I've always enjoyed Phil's straightforwardness and talk about what's really going on.
The new MV1 and MV2 charting software. I particularly like the pre- and post-market candlesticks.
You guys have always been great on the service side. I can't say enough about the service side.
Don't wait. Sign up for Phil's Gang today. Give us a call at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Celebrating 18 years as the leader in investing and trading education.
Following your system has been fantastic.
Yeah, I really appreciate the work you do. You're really an inspiration.
I have learned so much.
You're really one of the best I've ever heard. I've been with you for about a month and a half now, and I'm already up 7%.
Financial education is, in many respects, the most important education you can get, and that's what they're getting from your show.
You guys have always been great on the service side.
I have so much more confidence in when I'm in my trading.
Phil, keep up the good work.
I've been in this business for 45 years, and you are the best.
And I've been following you, I guess, about 9 months right now, and you've just done a great job. Join the gang, and you'll never regret it.
If you're serious about securing your financial future, then contact philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG, 877-600-4264.
Phil Grandy here, Phil's Gang Radio Show. To all my listeners in San Francisco, I want to reach out and thank you all for listening on Business Radio KDOW, KDOW 1220 AM.
Are you ready to get serious about your financial future? You know, reduce your debt, pay off those student loans, and prepare for retirement. Taking control of your finances can be intimidating, but with philsgang.com, you will be educated and guided to make smart investment decisions in the stock market. If the market is up or down, philsgang.com is the only source where you'll learn how to trade stocks and how to invest in the stock market using professional-level skills and strategies. For more information, go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG, 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. Celebrating 18 years as the leader in investing and trading education.
Following your system has been fantastic.
Yeah, I really appreciate the work you do. You're really an inspiration.
I have learned so much.
You're really one of the best I've ever heard. I've been with you for about a month and a half now, and I'm already up 7%.
Financial education is, in many respects, the most important education you can get, and that's what they're getting from your show.
You guys have always been great on the service side.
I have so much more confidence in when I'm in my trading.
Phil, keep up the good work.
I've been in this business for 45 years, and you are the best. And I've been following you, I guess, about 9 months right now, and you've just done a great job. Join the gang, and you'll never regret it.
If you're serious about securing your financial future, then contact philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG, 877-600-4264.
Hi, Phil Grandy here. I want to reach out and thank all the listeners in the Boston area for listening to Phil's Gang Show on AM 1260, The Buzz.
It took me a long time to be able to say Chandler has cancer, because that is such a scary word. When St. Jude finds something that works well with a certain cancer, they share that with everybody. And knowing that we don't have to pay for all of the medical expenses, that's huge. We just have to worry about helping Chandler, and he's just my heart.
St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Finding cures, saving children. Learn more at stjude.org.
Phil Grandy is a career businessman who's also been an entrepreneur all his life. He has used his business skills to take companies on the abyss of bankruptcy and bringing them back to profitability. Phil has been honored by Inc. magazine for the 500 fastest-growing privately held companies and has been recognized with a prestigious Entrepreneur of the Year award. From the real estate to gas and oil industries to the stock market, Phil Grandy has mastered his line of business from start to finish. And with a passion and desire to make you a profitable investor, only Phil teaches you and guides you to make informed, unemotional investment decisions. And you'll gain the knowledge of what Wall Street doesn't want you to know. If you want to learn from the best and strengthen your ability to invest, then turn to Phil Grandy and philsgang.com. Simply call Phil's Gang at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Or go to philsgang.com. You're listening to The Best of Phil's Gang. Welcome back. This segment of The Phil's Gang Show is brought to you by the MV Stock Charts. For more information, go to philsgang.com.
And welcome back to Phil's Gang. Okay, let's make some money. Let's go to Stock Corner.
The Phil's Gang Stock Corner is brought to you by the MaxVest 1000 Stock Charts.
Now, the market, again, has been in a sideways movement after we had on June 9th the flash crash, and which took down the FANG stocks. And now they're trying to do everything they can to push up the FANG stocks. They want to make sure they keep the leadership. They're worried that they may not, and that would not be good because then the dollar would drop, and that would not be good. So now they're doing everything, trying to push Facebook back up to its old high. It's almost there. It fell to 144. And now she's at 153, so they're pushing that up. And how do they do it? They just print money, give it to the banks, Goldman Sachs, J.P. Morgan, Wells Fargo, to go in and purchase those stocks just to push them up. They don't go up by earnings. Google, same thing. We're down to a low about 911. Now it's up to 953, about halfway back. They're trying to make it back. Netflix, that's having the biggest struggle, 148. It dropped from 166. That's having the biggest struggle. Amazon, right back to where they started. And that's strange because the stock went up after they announced they're buying Whole Foods. Usually the purchaser stock drops. The one who's getting purchased increases. That didn't happen this time. Amazon went up. And then one of the stocks, not considered one of the FANG stocks, but we consider it one of the alphabet stocks, Microsoft. And Microsoft is about halfway back. So you can see what they're doing. They're printing money, and they're going to put that money back into the market, and they'll push these stocks up. And this is what they've been doing since 2008. Since 2008. And that's how they financially engineer the market. So she didn't care that she raised rates into all the bad economic numbers. She could care less. Because generally the stock market should be, anytime you raise rates and you're increasing payments, a person's payment on his house, his autos, all the things that you make payments on, and their wages aren't going up, stock markets tend to contract. No, now it's up 125 points today. Why? Because they're going to print more money to push these stocks back up. And that's what they're doing. So, as I say, the economy, they do this to give an appearance that the economy is doing well and improving, but it's not. Especially not for Main Street. The economy has never improved for Main Street. There's never been a recovery. All it's been really is just the propping up of the economy, propping up of the stock market so it won't implode. Nothing's improved. And you got to remember, the stock market has little effect on the real economy. And this only benefits the 1 percentile, because the 1 percentile, 80% of their incomes come from owning stock, not the guy on Main Street. So the $25 trillion in wealth gain since 2009, since the stock market crash, goes to them. But they lie to us. We're lied to all the time by these people on CNBC, these financial shows, all these guys that come on from the Fed. They all lie and tell us that this is going to really improve the economy. It doesn't improve the economy. It takes a handful of people and it improves their net worth. It's that simple. You know, the market capitalization of a company, got to remember, the market cap, the value of that company, it's the value of the company's ownership. Nothing more. It's all it is. The valuation should go up if that company's profitable. And if it's not, it should go down, correct? Well, companies have not been profitable. By the way, when you keep hearing from these jibber jabbers on these financial shows, CNBC and the rest of them, how corporations, their balance sheets are terrific, it's a bull-faced lie. Their balance sheets are anything but terrific. In fact, they have put so much debt on. They borrowed $7 for every $1 of profit? What are you, nuts? If you did that at your house, you'd be in bankruptcy. They have borrowed so much. They're dying in debt. But no, you won't hear that. You'll hear, oh, look at their balance sheets, doing terrific. So going back to these companies, so if an economy is falling off a cliff, which it is, look at our GDP numbers, can't even get to 2%, the value of these companies should be falling off a cliff, as well as their stock. But no, the stocks keep going, making new time highs, because it's engineered to make new time highs, to cause a bubble. Remember what causes a bubble to begin with. They're manufactured. That's right. All bubbles are manufactured. When there's low wages, and the wages aren't high enough, and there's not good enough jobs, that means there's not enough consumption. So what they do is they create these bubbles. What they do is they drop interest rates, and then after they drop the interest rates down to almost nothing, they make easy credit so people will consume. It's all done on purpose, so the 1 percentile can become more wealthy. Nobody else gets wealthy. So people start consuming because they can buy cars, they can buy boats, they don't have to have any money down. But they're not consuming, they're adding debt. And as soon as that debt, their household debt increases, their consumption debt increases, all of a sudden it stops because they got to pay it back. So if a guy has a $25,000 debt, and all of a sudden he runs it up to $40,000, his wages haven't gone up. So at some point he has to stop and pay that debt back. And then what happens is the consumption stops, and then they start deflating the prices. They start making easy credit again, hope to make up the difference so they can get the economy going, and it never works. And you go into a recession, you go into a crash.
Wow!
But they make these bubbles on purpose. We'll take a look at some stocks when we get back. Join my gang, Phil's gang.
You're listening to The Best of Phil's Gang. Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG. Even the experienced traders and investors need to keep learning to stay ahead. philsgang.com provides educational information about Phil's Gang products and services in many different ways. Daily live webinars hosted by Phil Grandy and technical charting experts help you understand and keep up with today's lively markets. Short videos, investing programs, and up-to-the-minute market alerts help you get up to speed with the market using Phil's Gang MaxVest 1000 stock charting software. We teach you an investing foundation that you seek to take the first steps towards achieving your personal financial goals. Visit philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Again, that's philsgang.com. philsgang.com. Or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Even the experienced traders and investors need to keep learning to stay ahead. philsgang.com provides educational information about Phil's Gang products and services in many different ways. Daily live webinars hosted by Phil Grandy and technical charting experts help you understand and keep up with today's lively markets. Short videos, investing programs, and up-to-the-minute market alerts help you get up to speed with the market using Phil's Gang MaxVest 1000 stock charting software. We teach you an investing foundation that you seek to take the first steps towards achieving your personal financial goals. Visit philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Again, that's philsgang.com. philsgang.com. Or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Are you ready to get serious about your financial future? You know, reduce your debt, pay off those student loans, and prepare for retirement. Taking control of your finances can be intimidating, but with philsgang.com, you will be educated and guided to make smart investment decisions in the stock market. If the market is up or down, philsgang.com is the only source where you'll learn how to trade stocks and how to invest in the stock market using professional-level skills and strategies. For more information, go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG, 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
It took me a long time to be able to say Chandler has cancer, because that is such a scary word. St. Jude takes care of absolutely everything. And knowing that we don't have to pay for all of the medical expenses, that's huge.
St. Jude allowed me to focus on being a mom to Bryce. And sometimes I'm just in awe of the impact St. Jude has, not only on this community, but the world.
St. Jude is uniquely positioned to advance the cures of pediatric cancer, I think better than any other institution in the world. The contributions make a big difference.
Donors are important to us because you get the feeling that you have a team behind you. We have the resources and we have the focus. And so if St. Jude doesn't do it, who will?
St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Finding cures. Saving children. Learn more at stjude.org.
Are you ready to get serious about your financial future? You know, reduce your debt, pay off those student loans, and prepare for retirement. Taking control of your finances can be intimidating, but with philsgang.com, you'll be educated and guided to make smart investment decisions in the stock market. If the market is up or down, philsgang.com is the only source where you'll learn how to trade stocks and how to invest in the stock market using professional-level skills and strategies. For more information, go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG, 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. Phil Grandy is a career businessman who has also been an entrepreneur all his life. He has used his business skills to take companies on the abyss of bankruptcy and bringing them back to profitability. Phil has been honored by Inc. magazine for the 500 fastest growing privately held companies and has been recognized with a prestigious Entrepreneur of the Year award. From the real estate to gas and oil industries to the stock market, Phil Grandy has mastered his line of business from start to finish. And with a passion and desire to make you a profitable investor, only Phil teaches you and guides you to make informed, unemotional investment decisions. And you'll gain the knowledge of what Wall Street doesn't want you to know. If you want to learn from the best and strengthen your ability to invest, then turn to Phil Grandy and philsgang.com. Simply call Phil's Gang at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Or go to philsgang.com. You're listening to The Best of Phil's Gang. Welcome back. This segment of the Phil's Gang Show is brought to you by the MV Stock Charts. For more information, go to philsgang.com.
And welcome back to Phil's Gang. Okay, so the stock market is trying to rally. It's attempting to get back to these 5 stocks, the alphabet stocks we'll call it, bring them back up to their highs. Because remember, these stocks, these 5, 6 stocks, they're only 6%. They only make up 6% of the stock market, but contribute 40% of the rally. 40%. That's ridiculous. You talk about a bubble. That's a huge bubble. And as I told you, bubbles are done on purpose. They're engineered so that the wealthy can make more money. So you should be taking advantage of these bubbles on the way up and then on the way back down. I mean, we had a 256% bubble. And you were in bonds. You weren't in the market. That's crazy. And they're going to keep doing this because it works for them. It kills the economy. That's why the economy can't grow. You can't grow with this kind of stuff going on because you're not focusing on jobs. You're not focusing on high-paying jobs. You're not focusing on growing the economy. What is going on in Congress and what's going on with our politicians is who are owned. They're owned by the owners of the Federal Reserve, the 1 percentile. They're making them extremely wealthy. Everything is done for the elitists. I mean, I'm not just saying that. It's absolutely the truth. Because their collective mindset, and this is true, their mindset is the world can't function properly unless the richest of the rich get richer. And all policies should therefore protect the biggest banks rather than hinder them. And that's what they do. So take, for example, today, Apple. They're using Apple today to try to rally the market. So they print money, they go in, and they start going after Apple. Now, Apple, of course, is a great stock. If they're going to get a leader, I mean, think of Apple. I mean, it's an amazing stock. I told my gang, the stocks for today I want you to watch is Apple as a short, looking like a good short if it can make a new low. Now, I think Apple, however, at some point, okay, we're going to watch it because Apple, I think there's going to be a lot of stock buying coming in off of this support right in this area right here, okay, right around this 140 to 142. So Apple, again, I think it's setting up for a snapback here. And that's what it is, just a snapback. It's a short, and you can see on the chart, it's totally red. You can see the confirmation line that we have is red. It's underneath this yellow line. This is a confirmation line. When this is red and this line is underneath the yellow line, you can't see it, but unless you have a mobile device. But that tells you that there's a lot of selling going on. So all they're doing is trying to run these 5 stocks back up, the FANG stocks back up, and they're using Apple. Now, of course you use Apple. I mean, Apple's huge. I mean, my Lord, think about it. They incredible profits, $45 billion. And that's a lot. I mean, to put that in perspective, how much $45 billion is, Apple's profits are bigger than the revenues of companies like Coca-Cola, which is $41 billion, or Facebook, $27 billion, or compared to Buffett's Berkshire, $24 billion, J.P. Morgan, $24 billion, Wells Fargo, $22 billion, even Walmart, $14 billion. So Apple, after selling off, okay, is now near a critical support about $140, $142. But every indicator is telling you that it's a short. Every indicator you put on my chart, and that's the beautiful thing about my chart, it's said to get out of Apple, by the way. That's what's beautiful. It said on Tuesday, May 23rd, it identified the institutions were pulling their money out. So the institutions started to put their money in. It was on May 3rd. And it went from a low of $145 and then went to a high of about $157. And about 9%, had a 9% rally, and then it turned red. Isn't that a beautiful thing? So you're sitting there making 9%. You haven't got to worry about it. The chart tells you the institutions are pulling the money out. So the institutions started to pull the money out before the flash crash. That was on May 23rd. The flash crash happened on June 9th. So look at the length of time that you were warned that institutions were pulling out the money. Something was going on. So the algorithms are set in a way that identifies when the big guys are pulling their money out. So you don't have to have some broker or planner or money manager tell you, hey, you better get out of Apple, something's going on. And then it dropped. It dropped from 156 down to 142. I mean, like, bam. Dropped like 8% in one day. And then now she's trying to force her way back up, which is a joke. All it is, again, more printing of money. They give to the banks, and the banks, they tell them, instruct them. The Federal Reserve instructs them, which is the private banking company. It's a cartel to go out and buy Apple because we got to get these stocks up. Because, Lord, if we don't get these stocks up, if we don't get Facebook up and Google and Netflix and Amazon, then Microsoft to their all-time new highs again, that means that their leadership is shot, and that means we're changing leadership. That means the dollar will start going back down. The yields will start going back down. They'll signal a big sell-off. So that's the beautiful thing about charting. You'll always know. You don't have to know all the information about the stock. So if anybody's telling you to buy Apple today other than for the day, which I told my gang because it's just a snapback, this stock is still going to go lower. And how do I know? Well, until it turns green, it's going lower. That's why join the gang, 877-600-GANG. I'll give you this chart for 30 days for free, the MV2 color-coded chart. You'll love it. Follow me. And the most important thing is this, is that one of the stocks, exchange. I told you last week that we had more money come into this stock market than only one other day in the history of the market did more money come in. But guess what? The money didn't go into 401ks. It went into the exchange-traded funds. The two of the best exchange-traded funds are the spiders, where you have 500 stocks in a basket, the best stocks, and then the small and mid-cap stocks, symbol IWM. Those two, if you just follow me with those two all year long, just stay in them and do exactly what I do. That's all you have to do. Stay with those two. Nothing else. And you'll make a nice return on your money. You can sleep at night. And you just follow me. Now, we do other exchange-traded funds. There's 10 different groups. You can do, for example, all retail. Or you can do a group of pharmaceuticals, if you like, or railroads. Or there's like 10 different groups. Oil. And oil, by the way, everybody hates oil right now. Oil is where you want to start looking for the deals. Oil is where the bargains are. Are you kidding? Never mind the tech. You want to look where the bargains are. Sure, today what's leading the rally are the techs, the banks, but the real profits are going to be made in retail and oil. Why? They've been beaten down, and same thing with the metals and gold, been beaten down. The dollar is going to get killed. It may take 3 months, it may take 6 months, but it's going to happen. Well, they keep on trying to pump this market higher artificially, but that dollar drops. You want to be in these stocks like gold mining stocks, and you want to be in the beaten up oil stocks. You realize these oil stocks are down 40, 50%? And here you are fooling around going back into Google? What are you, nuts? I mean, that's not how you make money. You don't go after the stock everybody's chasing. Go after the stock nobody wants, but you got to just wait for the money to come in. But what's really interesting, the day she raised rates, the question is, why would she raise rates when there's consumer debt of $60 trillion? That's historic. $13 trillion household debt, that's historic. Commercial debt, corporate debt's historic. Why would she be doing that? It's real simple. Because she's ready to do another quantitative easing. She's ready to rally this market even more.
The committee would be prepared to resume reinvestments.
Unbelievable. We'll be right back. Remember, sign up right now, 877-600-GANG. Get your free chart. We're waiting for your call.
You're listening to The Best of Phil's Gang. Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. We're offering the most powerful stock charts available on the market. The Max Vest 1000 charts. Now, the difference between these charts and all the other charts is this follows the money. Yes, it gives you a buy-sell signal. I know you're going to say, well, they all do. No, not true. The difference with the Max Vest is they follow the important money. The hedge funds, the biggest banks, the 401ks, the pension fund managers. That's the big difference. They're not following the emotion. That's what most charts do. They follow the money. That's what MaxVest does, follows the money. Check it out. Join my gang, philsgang.com. Oh, and the chart is low as $19.95 a month. For more information, just go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-GANG. We will see you on the charts.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-4264, 877-600-4264, 877-600-4264. Are you ready to get serious about your financial future? You know, reduce your debt, pay off those student loans, and prepare for retirement. Taking control of your finances can be intimidating, but with philsgang.com, you'll be educated and guided to make smart investment decisions in the stock market. If the market is up or down, philsgang.com is the only source where you'll learn how to trade stocks and how to invest in the stock market using professional-level skills and strategies. For more information, go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG, 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. Too many, the stock market is shrouded in mystery. When do I buy? What is the stop loss? Should I invest on earnings? Is it time to sell? At Phil's Gang, we want to clear the investing fog for you. We want to make you an educated, confident investor and ultimately a profitable investor. For over 15 years, Phil Grandy and the Phil's Gang team have been dedicated to teaching, guiding, and answering your investment questions. And with our new Phil's Gang website and customer support messaging system, we are available when you need us to answer your questions. philsgang.com can be accessed from your home, office, or any location where internet is available. Plus, you never miss a beat because all material is archived. From beginner
retired to seasoned investor, Phil Grandy has been helping thousands of people learn about the stock market and producing smart investing strategies. Whether you're preparing for retirement or looking to secure your financial future, learn, invest, and profit with Phil's Gang. That's philsgang.com. For more information, call 877-600-GANG, 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
To be able to just get my son to St. Jude and not think about how we will pay for it, it just takes so much weight off of my family. St. Jude allowed me to focus on being a mom to Bryce. And sometimes I'm just in awe of the impact St. Jude has, not only on this community, but the world.
St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Finding cures, saving children. Learn more at stjude.org.
Celebrating 18 years as the leader in investing and trading education.
Following your system has been fantastic.
Yeah, I really appreciate the work you do. You're really an inspiration.
I have learned so much.
You're really one of the best I've ever heard. I've been with you for about a month and a half now, and I'm already up 7%.
Financial education is, in many respects, the most important education you can get, and that's what they're getting from your show.
You guys have always been great on the service side.
I have so much more confidence in when I'm in my trading.
Phil, keep up the good work.
I've been in this business for 45 years, and you are the best. And I've been following you, I guess, about 9 months right now, and you've just done a great job.
Join the gang, and you'll never regret it.
If you're serious about securing your financial future, then contact philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG, 877-600-4264.
Phil Grandy here, Phil's Gang Radio Show. To all my listeners in San Francisco, I want to reach out and thank you all for listening on Business Radio KDOW, KDOW 1220 AM.
You're listening to The Best of Phil's Gang. Welcome back. Are you a fan of the Phil's Gang radio show? Then you should check out philsgang.com or give them a call, 877-600-4264.
And welcome back to Phil's Gang. The second largest week of money inflows into the stock market. Unbelievable. $35 billion.
Wow!
$35 billion. Now, where did this money go? It didn't go into your 401ks. No, it went into the exchange-traded funds. And that's what you should do. Follow me in the exchange-traded funds, especially the S&P. That's one of the most popular ones. So here's my number, 877-600-GANG. Join the gang. Call now. And then they'll give you the free chart. It's $29.95. Or if you don't want to, you want to just go to online, you can go online, and then you have your code, which is just put in your code MV2 free MV2. Okay, I want to show you something else too. This is interesting. Let's take the four horsemen. Let's start with Facebook. Facebook was the only one that you didn't get a red signal in time when it crashed the other day. Google, we got 3 days before it crashed, you got a red signal. Netflix, 4 days before the crash, you got a signal to get out. Amazon, 3 days before it crashed to get out. So out of the four horsemen, only one. That's pretty good. That is real good. Very, very good. Walmart collapsed. Walmart's dropped from a high of $80.49 to $73.29. It dropped 9%. You had 3 days warning before it dropped. So never again. Now, I'm not saying, I just told you, it's not 100%. Nothing's 100% with technology. But that's pretty good. That's pretty good. So it's worth just getting the chart so you know when to get out. Isn't it? You can sleep at night. And better yet, join me. Become a gang member, get your free chart, and then follow me with Exchange Traded Funds. Okay, I want to talk a little bit about this. This is unbelievable, too. So what I don't get, his advisors, Trump's advisor, sends him out, and it was 6 months ago, that he sends him, that he talked about and criticized Obama for the 5.5% unemployment rate, saying it was phony. He criticized him for this 6 months ago. He criticized him for the stock market rally, saying it was a big, fat, ugly bubble. It was phony because the only way we got the rally is keeping interest rates too low for too long. It was all phony. It was then all that free money was stock buybacks. So now he gets in office, 6 months, and not any of his major bills passed. But they send him out to take credit for his 4.4% unemployment. Wait a minute. 6 months ago, he said 5.5% unemployment. It was fake. It was 20%. 6 months ago. So now it's 4.4%, and he's saying that's real. What I miss, unless I miss some miraculous, I don't know, parting of the clouds, and some bright ray of sunshine coming down through the clouds? Is that what I missed? I had to. A miracle. No passing of any major bills. The economy's getting worse. And yet, now we are told to believe that the 4.4% unemployment rate is true, that it dropped from 20% to 4.4%. And the 17% stock market rally, he says, that's mine. That's fine. But 6 months ago, he was saying Obama's rally was fake. Who are these people that are handling him? What are you, nuts? This is crazy.
I feel like I'm taking crazy pills!
I feel
like I'm taking crazy pills!
And I'll read you the letter. I'm going to send a letter. I mean, I know him very well. I mean, I can't pick up the phone and call the president. Not saying that. I used to be able to pick up the phone and call him directly to get back to me within 24 hours. But I'm going to call someone who I know very, very well. It's very, very close to him, his personal secretary. I'll read the letter to you. I'm going to send a letter. And I'm going to say, why are you listening to these Wall Street punks? These jibber jabbers with their MBAs and their DBAs and their doctorates and these phonies. Why are you listening to them? I'll go down there and do it for nothing. But see, they're not going to let me in high school. I don't have a college education. I don't even have a high school education. So they're not going to let me in. I'm not one of the elitists. I didn't graduate from Harvard. They're going to destroy this guy's presidency. But don't you agree? Doesn't this make any sense? I mean, how does it make any sense? It just doesn't. It's crazy. It's unbelievable. Okay. I mean, the more I think about it, I mean, I just go nuts. I go crazy. All right, let's talk about the tax reform. We're hearing about tax reform. Please listen to me. There's not going to ever be any tax reform, and they're not going to give us tax reform. We're never going to get tax reform, ever. Congress keeps giving us a false hope, a promise of tax reform. You're not going to get it. And they're not going to simplify the tax system. They want it complicated. See, if Trump truly wanted to make America great again, he needs to take what he knows, that individuals always spend their own money more efficiently than the government bureaucrats do. And therefore, instead of reforming the tax code, get rid of it entirely and replace it with nothing. If Trump really wants to create more and better jobs quickly, he needs to abolish tax on labor, the cruelest tax of all. Give the money to the workers, let them take it into the economy. Are you nuts? Instead of going into the government coffers where 60%, 60 cents of every dollar, or $250 billion a year goes to the corrupt military-industrial complex. It's unbelievable. See, these parasite Congress, I'll tell you why they'll never give us a tax cut. What they do is they pretend to give us a tax cut with what they call an offset. See, our parasite congressmen never lose a penny in tax revenue. They hate to. Because for every tax cut, there is a tax increase. They call it revenue neutral, or Congress calls it offsetting. For every tax cut, you get a tax increase. Because why? Congress will never part with a penny. When they get revenue, never. And they make believe they're giving us a tax cut, and they're not giving us a tax cut. They'll offset. They always do. See, our representatives are obsessed with getting reelected. So they want to bring the bacon home. They want to build a new airport, the ice skating rink, the new library. They're obsessed not only with spending, but protecting the government coffers, which means they make sure that the federal government does not give up one penny of its tax revenue, which they collect. And they do it by offsetting. For example, for every tax cut that they give us, they take it away by offsetting with a new tax. And it's always hidden. Example, Obama offset the tax cuts he gave us with $1 trillion in new taxes hidden. 27 new taxes. He gave us a tax cut. He said it was the biggest tax cut in history, but we never did. He offset it by increasing taxes, $1 trillion, spread over 27 taxes, new taxes he hid in the Affordable Care Act. He offset. And is why we need to repeal the Obamacare first, so we can claw back that tax. That border adjustment tax cut we hear so much about, they're debating, it's an offset. It's another offset. All right, 877-600-GANG. Get your free chart right now. Follow me.
You have been listening to Phil's Gang with your host, Phil Grandy, on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Remember to visit Phil's website at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or call the office, 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.